The sharp grind of a shovel biting into the soil echoed softly through the calm of a countryside garden. Sergey was working steadily on his summer house property, digging several holes to cement in posts for a new fence. There was no rush. His vacation had just begun. Having already arranged with his neighbor, the easygoing and kind Romka, Sergey looked forward to their evening chats on the porch, chilled beer in hand. He rarely drank, but here at the dacha, finally relaxing in both body and mind, he welcomed the peace and the break from work and life's worries. Clang. The shovel hit something metal. Curious, Sergey crouched to investigate and uncovered a small matchbox-sized container. Turning it over in his hands, he couldn't figure out how to open it, though it clearly held something. It rattled when shaken. "Whatever," Sergey muttered, tossing the box onto a nearby bench. "I'll figure it out later." And with that, he returned to his tasks. As evening set in and the day's heat faded, Sergey cleaned up and prepared a modest spread for his neighbor. Romka, strong as an ox, arrived right on time. Unlike Sergey, who only visited on weekends, Romka had lived in the village all his life. Their conversation meandered lazily, about everything and nothing, until Sergey remembered the strange box. "Go grab it," Romka said. In moments, the rusty little box lay between them. Now fully cleaned, it revealed itself to be a miniature jewelry casket with faint, ornate engravings. Romka fiddled with it too, but found no way to open it. "We could smash it," he offered, lifting a hammer, "and destroy whatever's inside. What if it's a gemstone?" Sergey chuckled. "Copper coin at best," Romka laughed back. "Suit yourself. I'll take it and tinker in my garage." Later, in the sanctum of his garage, a man's space cluttered with tools, bolts, and oily rags, Romka worked at the box with screwdrivers, picks, anything that might lift the lid. Exhausted, he paused, leaving the box on the workbench. Click. Something shifted. He turned and saw the lid had opened. Inside was a pendant on a tarnished chain. It looked old, not valuable, copper links and a dark medallion. Romka picked it up. A woman's portrait stared back at him. Pale skin, long black hair, and eyes blacker than coal. He couldn't look away. It felt like she was pulling him in, seducing him through time. He didn't know how long he'd stared before Sergey's voice broke the spell. "So, did you open it?" Startled, Romka shoved the pendant into his pocket. "Yeah, just junk," he said, showing Sergey a handful of old coins he had found earlier. That evening, drawn by a strange longing, Romka returned to the pendant. Sitting alone in the garage, he stared again into the eyes of the woman in the photo. Her image hypnotized him, her beauty overwhelming. Suddenly, the air shimmered like a summer heat wave. And then, she was there, tall, gaunt, with marble skin and eyes that drank in his soul. She embraced him, kissed him with heat and hunger. "Romka, you there?" His mother's voice jolted him awake. Banging at the garage door, she scolded him for missing dinner. Romka opened the door, dazed. "I must have fallen asleep," he said, trying to remember what was dream and what was real. But the memory of her lips, the feeling of her fingers on his neck, those lingered. He went about his chores, but his thoughts always returned to her. By evening, the craving to see her again was unbearable, and she came, again and again, each night more intense than the last. Her name was Mara. Romka's behavior changed. He became reclusive, silent, obsessed. He barely ate, didn't shave, and ignored everyone. Sergey joked about him falling in love. "Maybe I have," Romka whispered. One day, his mother said she saw him talking to himself. "I wasn't alone," he snapped. "I was with Mara." "Your vampire girlfriend," Sergey joked. "You even look undead now." But Romka didn't laugh. He lunged at Sergey, and in the scuffle, his shirt tore, revealing bruises, scratches, wounds that no dream could cause. That night, Sergey crept to the garage and watched through the window. What he saw disturbed him. Romka was smiling blankly, caressing something invisible, whispering. Then his body arched, his mouth gasped open, and he collapsed. Sergey rushed in, forced the door, and found Romka unconscious. As he pulled him outside, something fell from Romka's hand, the pendant. Sergey picked it up and felt its pull, staring at the woman's face. "Don't!" Romka's voice hissed behind him. "She's mine." Sergey placed the pendant on the table. Romka staggered toward him, eyes blazing. "I'll smash it," Sergey warned. "Give it back," Romka growled. Instead, Sergey raised a hammer and brought it down on the medallion. It shattered, ceramic shards flying. Romka screamed and collapsed. Sergey destroyed the box too, smashing it into twisted metal. Then he knelt beside Romka, slapped his cheek. "Come on, lover boy, she's gone.